What's good, YouTube? John Moore here, back with another episode of Duel School. So today I'm going to discuss two different things. I'm going to discuss how to make Yang Zings miss their timing, and I'm going to discuss Damage Juggler. So let's get into this. And as you know, Konami basically made missing timing stop being a thing for the most part because it's just inconvenient. Like everything in Duelist Alliance, Burning Abyss, Shadows. It makes it really hard for any of it to miss timing, like impossible basically, because they start new chains in the graveyard. So, Yang Zings are the one thing from Duelist Alliance and onward that seem to be able to miss their timing, and I will explain how that works for you. So, let's say Chainlink 1 is me flipping Shidol Falco and activating effect. So, it's been flip summoned and is activating effect, and Chainlink 2 is Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute resolves, destroying everything. But then Falco is going to resolve, bringing a monster to the field. Yang Zings have to be the last thing that happened in order for their timing to be correct, for their destruction. So a raw Torrential, all of them will get their effect. But if you have something happening between their destruction and them trying to activate their effects, they won't be able to. So let me give you another example. Let's say they attack with something in Yang Zings, and you activate MST as Chainlink 1, and Chainlink 2 is Mirror Force. Mirror Force will wipe them off the field, but then MST is going to resolve and destroy a spell or trap, thus interrupting what they're able to do. Even if you're like MSTing your own Mirror Force, it'll cause them to miss their timing. And I think it's kind of ridiculous. It really hurts the archetype to have this kind of weakness available to them. But it is what it is, and that's how to make Yang Zings miss their timing. So let's move on to Damage Juggler is a really cool card that came out in DUEA, and it has a total of 3 effects. Most people don't really recognize the first effect. The first effect is that if a card would do damage to you, if it has that effect in its basically card text, then you can pitch this card and negate and destroy that card. And basically, you have 2 other effects. It can stop the next battle damage that would happen when you pitch it from your hand as a quick effect during either player's battle phase. And when it's in the graveyard, you can remove it from the graveyard and search any of your perform mages that aren't Damage Juggler. So, I want to point out a really cool card that this can stop, and that's Wavering Eyes, because it has the effect of 1 or more, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. It doesn't matter that it's going to go in a certain order. The effects are going to resolve. So, there's no chain link within Wavering Eyes. So let's say your opponent is really desperate and sets up 2 scale 1s and activates Wavering Eyes. You can just Damage Juggler to negate Wavering Eyes. And that's a pretty cool thing that's come up. That actually happened at the regionals. Somebody set up 2 scale 1s and got Damage Jugglered. So it's kind of a cool thing. It cannot stop Scatter Shot. Here's why. Well, Scatter Shot will start a chain to itself. So when it's sent, it deals 500 damage, but when it's sent by Blaze Accelerator as a Chainlink 2 to itself, you can send 2 Volcanic. So the damage effect cannot be chained directly to by Damage Juggler. And so it's just some cool things you can do with Damage Juggler and can't do. Like, you have to really recognize your situations and what you can stop with them. If the effect includes damage and it's in the same chain link, then you can just stop it. And I want to apologize for my last video, pulling the whoops. Basically, at regionals, we had heard that pulling the rug could stop Maxi and Baylor, and we really trusted the regionals judge, but it turns out the ruling was never appealed, that it was never really, it never came to his attention, and Billy just had heard that it had happened, and so we all misquoted, and we really trusted that so much with the judge at the regionals, but it never reached him, it never got to David. So basically we we took it as this is what David said, and it never even reached him. So I want to apologize for that. It's really tough to make this video segment and one of my first videos have a wrong ruling, and that's my fault too. I'm going to always double check everything that I am saying and doing now. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to confer it with high-level judges like Josh Bravanik and David Yao. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry for that happening in our first video segment, but it is what it is. We're just trying to make the community better, and it's really bad to spread wrong information like that. So that's exactly the opposite of what we're trying to do. We're trying to educate people on really cool things slash the more simplistic things on why and how they work. So thanks for watching Duel School. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. I'll try to figure them out. If you have cool rulings, post them in the comments also. They might appear in the next Duel School. So thanks for watching, guys.